Today's story is about Michael Jackson, his life, death, and legacy, and the price of fame. Who is your all-time favorite artist? For me, growing up it was Michael Jackson, the king of pop. I grew up in a small village in Ghana, West Africa. I first learned about Michael Jackson when I was 7 years old after watching a documentary called Michael Jackson, The Interview. I instantly became obsessed with him. I saw him as a superhuman. Even though I was in Ghana, my dream was to see him in concert one day. I thought I was getting closer to that dream when my family and I moved to the United States in November 2008. Sadly, Michael Jackson died less than a year later. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, USA, to Joseph and Catherine Jackson. He was the 8th of 10 children in the Jackson family. The family was working class and loved music. Michael showed amazing musical talent when he was young. He formed a band with his older brothers called the Jackson 5. Michael quickly became the lead singer due to his incredible voice and charisma. The Jackson 5 became a success very quickly. They signed with the record label Motown Records in 1969 and produced some of the greatest hit songs including I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There. Michael's star power was undeniable. At the age of 13, he began his solo career while still performing with his brothers. What is your favorite Jackson 5 song? Michael Jackson had a very successful solo career, especially in the 1980s and early 1990s. In 1979, he released the album Off the Wall, featuring popular songs like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You. However, it was his next album, Thriller, 1982, that cemented his status as a global superstar. Thriller included iconic tracks such as Billie Jean, Beat It, and the title song Thriller, which featured a groundbreaking music video that remains influential today. This album sold 70 million copies, holding the record for the best-selling album of all time. Jackson continued his success with next albums, Bad in 1987, Dangerous in 1991, and History in 1995. These albums produced hit songs like Smooth Criminal, Black or White, and You Are Not Alone. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song? In January 1993, Michael performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, and as always, had a groundbreaking performance. For as much success and magic as Michael Jackson experienced in life, he also experienced so many tragedies and scandals. He often spoke about his difficult childhood and the pressure he faced growing up in the spotlight. He mentioned that his father, Joe Jackson, was very strict and sometimes physically abusive during rehearsals with the Jackson 5. He recalled feeling like he missed out on normal childhood experiences, such as playing with friends or going to the park. On January 27, 1984, Michael was performing for a Pepsi commercial. During the 6th take, the pyrotechnics went off too early. Sparks landed on his hair. His hair caught fire, but he kept performing for a few seconds without knowing. The flames grew, and crew members rushed to help. But it was too late. He suffered second-degree burns on his scalp and face, and needed scalp surgery to treat the burns. Doctors gave him strong painkillers to manage the pain. Sadly, this led to a long struggle with painkiller addiction and surgeries, which would contribute to his death at a very young age. Michael also faced multiple child abuse allegations. He loved spending time with children. Some believed it was because he missed out on a childhood. Others were more suspicious. In 1993 and 2004, parents of young boys accused him of abuse. In 2005, he went to trial for child molestation. After a long trial, he was found not guilty on all counts. More accusations came, even after his death, but Michael always maintained his innocence. To this day, opinions on the accusations remain divided. Michael Jackson was known for his humanitarian work. He supported over 39 charities and helped many causes. On May 14, 1984, President Ronald Reagan gave him the Presidential Humanitarian Award. This award honored his charity work, especially his support for alcohol and drug abuse prevention programs. While going through all the highs and lows of life, Michael had a family. He married Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis Presley's daughter, on May 26, 1994. They divorced after 2 years. Later, he married Debbie Rowe on November 13, 1996. They also got divorced, but had 3 children: Paris, Prince, and Blanket. The last years of Michael Jackson's life were tough. He had financial problems and struggled with health issues. He battled painkiller addiction and insomnia, which led him to use propofol, a powerful anesthetic drug to sleep. Michael withdrew from public life and focused on his children. In 2009, he planned a comeback tour called This Is It in London. He started rehearsals but was physically weak and dependent on medications. On the night of June 24, 2009, everything seemed normal. Michael followed his usual routine. His personal doctor, Dr. Conrad Murray, gave him propofol to help him sleep. Tragically, Michael Jackson suffered a cardiac arrest in his sleep due to an overdose of propofol and died at the age of 50. Do you remember where you were when you heard the news about Michael Jackson's death? Please share your memories in the comments. Michael's death was ruled a homicide. His personal doctor, Conrad Murray, was convicted and sentenced to 4 years in prison. There was a very long mourning period after Michael Jackson's death. His songs played everywhere all the time. He is still one of the most influential entertainers in music history. In my opinion, there will never be another artist like him. Although his personal life was mysterious, controversial, and a little strange, his talent was undeniable.